Hi, I am Jenny Spinner, Chief Editor of Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery, and I'm here with,
Liz Parker Kuhn, Senior Editor, Candy Industry and Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery.
and it is time to talk about the new product highlights for the month of September 2024 AD. And again, you guys, all the producers of snack and bakery products out there came up with some really interesting things. This isn't a product review, although we might say give our opinions of them, but we really just like to share the things that struck us as particularly innovative, on trend, occasionally a little loopy, but you like to have fun, and we have fun reading about these. So let us get into it. My first product, I'm the boss and I'm going to start it because I do what I want. Meat snacks are hot, and I am a fan as somebody's trying to eat more protein and less sugar. Wenzel's Farm has come out with a line of venison snack sticks. As somebody who comes from a line of hunters and grew up eating venison from, a deer that my uncle Steve brought home. I've had coworkers who went out, bagged a buck, and then would have it rendered into different things like steaks. Don McComb's Italian sausage made out of a deer that he got in Wisconsin is still a thing that I wish I worked with him still, because then I would still be getting stuff like that. But venison, as people who hunt or a big fan of game, it's a really flavorful, nutritious, lean meat. And so it's interesting that Wenzel's has come out with venison sticks to give people something new, adventurous in the meat snack space.
Yeah, that should be interesting to see. I think venison is one of those meats that people are more willing to try only because it's not that as like out there for the
Mhm.
most part. Like, for example, there's a restaurant near me that serves, I think, bison burgers or something like that. But venison is more something that's a little more mainstream, so people are willing to try that.
Yeah. Your turn.
So on the sweet side, we have yet another Beetlejuice product. We have the Crumble Beetlejuice cake. So Crumble has been doing like little mini cakes for a bit now, kind of switching things up. I noticed this week they have a brownie too. So they're kind of experimenting with things other than cookies. So they did a Beetlejuice cake, like a little mini cake for the week that the movie came out, and it looked really good, and I bet it did well with consumers.
Yeah, I have not stopped by my local Crumble to try it yet, but I'm a big fan of Beetlejuice. And one of the products we talked about last month was Keebler had a really cool movie tie-in with their fudge stripe in Beetlejuice color, like a dark cookie with white stripes, kind of look like Beetlejuice's coat. And this is another themed thing. It's got, the Beetlejuice colors, layers, and toppers. So if you're a fan of the movie, it's a chance to take a little treat with a piece of the movie on top. Um, it's interesting that Crumbles branched out, but still sticking with a product that makes sense for their the food service infrastructure. It doesn't require a big shift or adding of equipment. It's basically the same bake the cookie, frost the cookie, but with a cake. So, adding a little bit of diversity within their product offerings in the bakery chains without taxing the people that work in the stores too much is a pretty interesting, pretty smart idea. So well done, Crumble. Now that we've talked about it, I think I might sneak out at lunch and maybe grab myself one. Because I'm curious to see what it looks like in person. My next product is Entenmann's Little Bites Biggie Muffins. I picked this because I'm a fan of any little bitty bite-sized muffins. And it's interesting that they came out within the Little Bites line, a big muffin. It seems oxymoronic. And but it's fun. It'll be interesting to see how this resonates with consumers that are like little big muffins. What is happening? But it's fun. It's fine. It's fun.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting to see that because it is an oxymoron, like little bites, biggie muffins. My dad really likes their muffins, so I usually give him the samples. So he'll have to try these and let me know what he thinks of them.
Yes, please let us know, Dad.
And then also on the bakery side, but also snacks, Aldi, we've recently connected with, is releasing a slew of items for fall. So there were some snacks, some bakery, some confections. The most intriguing ones to me, they had pie bites, which sounded amazing. I don't know if those are in the frozen section. I'm willing to bet they are. And then a lot of the Mama Cozies, which is their private label pizza. They had like a beet flavored pizza with beets on top and a few
Yeah.
others. And I think a queso pizza or something. I saw that one, if that's it, the queso pizza. I saw it the other day.
Yeah, it's interesting how Aldi has evolved. When I was a kid, Aldi was just the place that you went when you had no money or you wanted to like save big time on your grocery bill economy. And they have become this chain that has literal fans. Like I will confess to owning an Aldi bucket hat and Aldi pajamas. And I have my own they have it in my pocket. I have my own Aldi branded quarter keeper.
I've seen
Um,
those.
and part of it is because I like the savings. I like that there's so many the staples, the prices are usually reliably lower than other stores. But it is fun to see the seasonal, the LTOs, and the what's known as they might yell at me for using the familiar name, the Aldi Isle of
I
Shame.
was
Uh,
gonna mention that.
because it's full of things that are like I absolutely don't need any of this. I didn't need sun hats for my dogs this summer, but yet there they are. But one of the things that has been fun to watch professionally is the introductions in the bakery section, both the frozen items like the pizzas you mentioned. Ube bread was a recent LTO. They have a lot of fun. They innovate frequently. And they also, I think a lot of shoppers, including me, will go more often to Aldi than they need or intend to just to see what those LTOs are. Um, and the pie bites and the Pete's with the beets. That's some of the fun stuff that they're doing. So yeah, keep it coming, Aldi. My next item as a Chicago resident, a fan of the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's Puffs. Angel Reese distinguished herself in the women's NCAA championships recently, and now she's a rookie, all unfortunately dealing with a wrist injury. But she's one of the standout rookies from the most recent WNBA season. Um, and she's partnered with Reese's Puffs to come out with her own packages of cereal, which is it's fun. It's the cereal is the same Reese's Puff cereal that consumers know and many love. But yeah, Wheaties shouldn't have all the fun with putting athletes on the box, so Reese's is doing it too.
Yeah, I noticed that. I wasn't super familiar with her, but her last name is Reese, right? Or Reese's. So that's like a
Yeah.
natural partnership right there.
So
Um, For my next new product, we're going back to the savory side. So Jack Link's is partnering with Squid Game, which is like a Netflix phenomenon. Everyone loves that show who has seen it that I know of. And they're doing a Squid Game jerky. I think it was red light, green light jerky, which was kind of fun because that's one of the games in the show. And I believe the new season comes out in December, so that's like a good way to hype up the new season of it.
yeah, the flavors in the packages, it's another example of they're not just slapping the I think the packages, I don't have the picture in front of me. My computer doesn't like when I have too many windows open when I do Zoom. But the packaging has the scary animatronic girl doll from the yeah. Um
Yep.
it's creepy but assuming the jerky is the same delicious stuff that people have come to expect from Jack Link. So it's a fun tie-in. It's a thoughtful tie-in. Um so yeah, that's fun to see. My next item is Wonderful Pistachios has come out with a sweet cinnamon no shells variety. And it's interesting because this is only technically the second sweet one. And I believe the last flavor was spicy-ish. Uh, it's interesting. It's kind of like a holiday flavor. Um, and the cinnamon, I've tried it. It's unexpectedly awesome. A little bit of a salty note, or maybe I'm imagining things, but it's a really interesting, fun combo, and an interesting addition, a limited time addition to wonderful pistachios, mostly savory lines. There's sweet chili, salt and pepper. I have not memorized all of their offerings. Please forgive me. Wonderful. But again, having fun, innovation, seasonal awesomeness. Well done.
I was going to ask if they had done another sweet flavor. I know you had said so the sweet chili was also, but this is
Yeah.
definitely more of like a holiday. Like when you see cinnamon, you think like holidays, like Christmas, things like that. So should do well with people
Yeah.
who like their product.
Yeah, because there's savory and sweet people have some people are lean more toward one or the other, and I'm one of the sweet people. But I also appreciate sweet with a little bit of salt. So, oh, your turn.
My next product, Chips Ahoy is trying something new. They're doing baked cookies. So when I first saw this, it reminded me of Lenny and Larry's, but minus the protein, because they're each one is individually packaged. So you go to the grocery store and you buy like this one cookie, and that's like your, I was gonna say that's your serving, but my guess is that it's probably multiple servings. But it should be interesting. They sent our art director a package, and it was three of them, and they were all like, this big in the packaging.
Yeah, it's they're aiming for convenience store on the go portion control. Um as somebody who has no control, um this is the kind of thing that appeals to me because well, I mean, the reason why I can't hold up the package and show you is because the samples they sent me did not last 24 hours. So next time just send me one, Mondelez, please. So yeah, it's interesting to see the big brands coming out with not just packaging, but products that are specifically for the C store. Um, I think they are, again, I ate them, so I can't compare. About the same size as Lenny's, and they feature the classic flavor, but also there's a double chocolate and I want to say peanut butter chocolate. Uh, I did not, again, I can't call up the post that Liz posted because my computer is a jerk. But I highly encourage you to check it out on snackandbakery.com to read more about that. My next one, Vital Pursuit, because our products include frozen baked goods and snacks. Vital Pursuit has come out with meals that are geared towards people on GLP-1 drugs, and this would be Ozempic and Mounjaro. Uh, Wegovy, which is chemically identical to Ozempic, but one is aimed towards weight loss. The other one is aimed toward people who are taking it for the diabetes. It's really interesting because as somebody who is on one of these drugs, it changes the way that you eat because if you eat a lot of sugar or you eat a lot of carby stuff, your body responds in a different way. So it's better. Things go better for me if I eat things with more protein, fiber, lower carbs, breads that are more whole wheat. And it's really interesting to see companies like Nestle, Vital Pursuit. Coca-Cola has announced that they are looking into products specifically for GLP-1 people. And we're starting to see products hit the shelves. So uh, as somebody who's a journalist, but also somebody who's living the GLP-1 life, definitely following with great interest.
So GLP-1 is interesting to me because yes, it's similar to like lean cuisine or something like that. You have all these people who are on it and they want just something like a quick meal or a healthy meal, um, something like that. So should be interesting. And my last one is Milk Bar and Momofuku. At one point, I think they were the same company, or at least it was started by the Momofuku guy. but they launched a cookie collab and it's a spicy cookie, which is interesting. You don't see that all the time. I'm a big fan of Milk Bar, so I think the first time I tried it, I was in New York with a friend, and she's like, "Oh, you got to try their it was their froyo that was like the famous one. It was cereal milk froyo, I believe they were known for that. And then they have a Milk Bar at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Vegas, right next to a Momofuku, actually. So I try to go there when I'm in the area as well. But they've started selling, well, I shouldn't say started, it's been a while. They have these they sell cookies and chocolate, I believe, and other things on to retail. So this is an interesting addition to that.
Yeah, Milk Bar has had products in retail, including big box. I believe they revamped their packaging, and the Target near me, which carried their refrigerated cookie bites, had marked them on clearance, and I just went ham on them and bought. I mean, it wasn't that many. It was like 8 or something like that. But I bought what they had because I'm a big fan of high-end cookies that feel like treats. And I've stopped by Milk Bar Momofuku in New York and gotten their crack pie, which is amazing. But it's always collabs are always interesting, sweet and spicy. I'm not going to say spicy. Whoops, I did. That trend is not going away anytime soon. And spicy, it seems like we've seen a lot more spicy in the traditionally savory snack space with chips that are sweet and spicy. Utz is my hot honey collaboration, but um I like Mexican chocolate, which is chocolate with a pinch of cinnamon and a little bit of pepper. So I bring on the sweet and spicy desserts, cookies, candies. I'm all for it, and I'm not alone. So I think that this has a good chance of resonating with consumers. So thank you, Christina Tosi, and your friends at Momofuku, whoever they may be. I'm out of stuff. Do you have any more?
Yep.
We're out of stuff.
Nope. I think that was it. Little bit of a shorter month this month.
Yeah, no, that doesn't mean that there wasn't as much stuff. That just means that, well, I don't know. Let's October, the month of treating yourself with Halloween at the end. Maybe we'll see more in a month. We'll see.
Yep.
It's always fun to see what producers come up with. So keep them coming. If you're a producer at a snack or bakery company and you have something that you think we should know about, send it to spinnerj@bnpmedia.com. Liz might be interested in hearing some stuff too. Liz, what's your email?
I have a new email. It is Parker Kuhn, Kuhn, at I almost said at Gmail, at bnpmedia.com. There we go.
It's been a day. Yeah, and we've got lots of snack and bakery stuff to write about. So we will say goodbye until next time.